Hello, my viewers and my friends. Thank you so much. You're most welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Cinderella Aneno. In our today's video, we are going to look at plagiarism from the definitions and the common types and the examples of plagiarism. Then we'll see on ways to avoid the plagiarism. Definition: what is plagiarism? It is the intentional or the negligent use. It is the paraphrase or direct quotations, published or unpublished work without clear acknowledgement of the authors or the publishers. So we normally use it in our work essays, in examinations, whether oral or written, reports, homework assignments, even courseworks, laboratory reports, music scores, graphics, depiction, and visual presentations. That is probably what plagiarism is. Then we see there is one type of plagiarism called the direct. This means you copy. A student can decide to copy words for word transcription of someone else's work, probably the author or the publisher, of either journals, a book, without attributing or without quotations marks that reveals the real authors. Then we have there is this example: original source, then the student's work. You can see what the student has only left is the quotation marks, but everything was copied words for word. And this is what we call direct plagiarism. Then another type of plagiarism is mosaic. Mosaic is I don't know, it is incomplete, borrowing a phrase without quoting or even citing, changing the language of the author but meaning remains the same or even the words. We see the original source in my example, then the student's work. There is began in the original source and the student exchange it with the synonyms, which is started, it's almost the same. Then transform, which is also the synonym of change. It just changed the words, which almost mean the same. That is what we call the mosaic plagiarism. That is also another type of plagiarism. Then there is what we call self-plagiarism. This happens when a student submits his work, previous work, or even mixing part of his work with the previous work without permission from all the authors involved. So this one can seems very nice and reduce stress to the students, but in the citations and in the APA styles, how we submit the coursework and how it is supposed to be done, it's completely a different thing. We see the student here too. He was doing environmental science. Then in here 3 was in the geography class. I believe coursework was given. Then he just saw some kind of research. He just shifted something small to match what has been given him, which is also not okay. He was supposed to do a new research on the geography class other than copying the previous work and then taking it to the professors to mark them, or to the lecturers. That is called self-plagiarism. Then another one, there is what we call the accidental plagiarism. This one is most time without the consent of the students. It is unintentional, where the student can neglect sometimes to cite or the student can misquote their sources, or it can be an intentional paraphrasing of source using similar words or group of words. Let's see example, original source. Studies have shown that excessive social media use can lead to increased anxiety, depression, and decreased self-esteem among teenagers. Then the students' work shows that the excessive use of social media has been linked to higher anxiety, depression, and lower self-esteem in teenagers. So you can see this student has neglected. He managed properly to paraphrase it, but now he didn't do the citation. The student did not cite in anything on his work, so he accidentally failed to do it, and that is what we call the accidental plagiarism. Then there is also what we call the ways that we can use to avoid plagiarism. There are ways that have been put across to stop. Then you have to understand what constitutes plagiarism, because most students, they might do it unknowingly, they might do it when they don't know. So you have to understand what is meant by direct plagiarism, what is meant by self-plagiarism, then the mosaic plagiarism, accidental. You have to know what constitutes of those forms or those types of plagiarism. Then after knowing there is a solution, you use proper citations. Like in the intake citations, that we say it is referencing in the sentence. Then we have the quotations, we have directs there. Then we have also paraphrasing, and then number 3, you have to paraphrase correctly. You have to paraphrase correctly. Like when you're bringing information from the authors, you have to make sure that it has the citations. And then number 4, you have to manage the sources carefully as a student. So basically, those are the ways we can use to avoid plagiarism. Then you should also keep track of sources. Separate your ideas from those of others. Then last but not least, you should use plagiarism detection tools, then understand academic integrity policies. So those are basically what we can use. The common knowledge. Thank you so much for your time. come back again for my channel. Please subscribe if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, so that you can be updated in our next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.